7. However, they still lead Cleveland by 6 in the Central and 6.5 better than Kansas City. Doug Fister 10-6 for tonight at 7:08 right here on the Ticket. Philadelphia Phillies have a new manager. They dismissed Charlie Manuel, their all-time winningest manager in club history, replaced by Hall of Fame second baseman Ryne Sandberg, formerly, of course, of the Chicago Cubs. Ryan Braun apparently will admit to PED use during his MVP season. Also on 60 Minutes tomorrow night, members of Alex Rodriguez's inner circle apparently obtained and leaked documents that implicated Ryan Braun and other players in using performance-enhancing drugs. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1theticket.com.
The following is a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed, alongside of me, my co-host, Alex Nafusi and Harry Glantz.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Morning,
Harv. How you doing,
gentlemen? What's happening, guys? August 17th, 2013. It's 9 a.m. out there. It's going to be 80 degrees and sunny. This is the middle of summer and really feeling good out there today. Beautiful.
It is an awesome day out, but Harvey, I want to know, how'd your buddy do throwing out the opening pitch last night?
We got to get right to that. He might
I
even
walked
be
in
listening.
late. I'm sorry about that, but I walked in late because you know the rule is if you're throwing an opening pitch or you're doing anything regarding throwing a baseball and you want to impress people, you never want to bounce it up. You always want to throw it high.
How bad was it?
You got to throw it high. The advice is throw it high. Look to throw it over somebody's head if you're going to throw out the opening pitch.
We won't say that Ricky came in town from California and might have threw one away from Smiley there was covering. He needed a couple catchers back there to handle this one.
It was that
bounce it
bad.
up?
I didn't say it was that bad.
It got away from the catcher, to say
Really?
the least.
Oh, boy.
Sorry about that.
Did you tell him to throw it high?
Well, Mickey Lolich told him to throw it high.
If Mickey Lolich tells you to throw it high, it's all good.
That's one of those things where you're so excited to do it, and then if it goes south, it's like, oh, damn.
He's going to be thinking about it for a long time, but it's a cool thing. It's a very, very cool
Big
thing.
time jitters. I think you underestimated the sold out crowd there, definitely down at Comerica. But anyways, we'll talk some sports maybe later this afternoon.
Good try,
that's
Ricky.
for sure.
Good lawyer, bad pitcher.
Good try. Yeah, that's why. Hey, that's what I said. I texted Harvey. I said, so he's a great lawyer. That's okay.
Oh, that's not too bad. Gentlemen, we're going to be talking about mortgages and real estate, of course. We'll get to some funny stuff later.
This is the best day ever.
It is the Dream Cruise. Alex. Well, it is for you, even coming from Berkeley with the Dream Cruise out
I'm
there.
not a fan of that.
A lot of cool other stuff coming up. We've got a meet and greet coming up in September we'll talk about. So all the real estate agents out there can definitely give us a phone call. But again, interest rates, purchasing homes, refinancing homes, so much to cover today, including credit, which I want to get into right off the bat here and tell you that we have some open lines at 248-539-9797. Talking about credit, minimum credit score 640 or above is what it takes truly to get a mortgage nowadays. But people are doing some things to really hurt their credit. They're closing down some good accounts. They're sometimes paying off collections at the wrong time. And you got to be very careful not to ruin your credit score, especially if you're looking at purchasing a home. We've got some great new programs over at Capital Mortgage to help get your credit score up here. I told you I was going to run this for a lady this week.
It's a great idea, but
and
you know, Harvey,
works.
I will tell you this. You were so excited about this program, and the thing people have to understand, people think that having no credit or no debt, which, by the way, it's a great thing, but when you go to apply for a mortgage, you have to have a certain amount of trade lines and a credit history because you have to prove that you've been able to make payments on time in order to qualify for a mortgage. That we want to see that you make those payments on time. We're trying to set people up for success. We need to see a credit history. You've got a whole program here where if people are a little shy on their credit score, Harvey, you can get it. It's called
the Rapid Rescore program that we've been offering. And again, it's part of Kroll Factual Data and Capital Mortgage. So be sure to call us because actually we're open all day. So if you have maybe just missing credit there, definitely give us a call here at the studio or at the office all day long at 1-800-LOW-RATE.
But by the same token, Harvey, it's not going to make bad credit go away.
No.
If you didn't pay your bills and you're looking to skate and you want to call up Harvey and Alex and Capital Mortgage Funding and say, hey, I heard about this new Rapid Rescore program. If you've had bad credit, it's not going to make it go away.
Yeah, if you don't pay your bills on time, if you're a habitual offender of not paying your bills on time, I mean, it's not a magic wand. You can't wave it across it. But, you know, we took a call last week from a gentleman. He's actually an Army Ranger. The guy's a complete badass. Like, it's like talking to him on the phone is like, I'm like, yes, sir. All right. You got it, man. No problem. And, you know, he was hit a rough patch. You know, he was deployed and back and forth. But, you know, now he's back in the States. And he had a 608 credit score. And I ran the Rapid Rescore, and he had it says like, hey man, you got this this Capital One card, you know, the limit's $2,000, you owe $2,200. I'm like, bro, if you pay this down, you know, to $800, you know, it's going to give you 50 points, and that's the cool thing about this program. It'll tell you what you have to pay off or pay down, and the ramifications it's going to have on your score. So we fixed his score. He's in a land contract right now. We're paying off the land contract. He's paying 7.5 on the land contract. We're paying it off, taking him down into the mid 4s on
Great.
a 30-year fixed. He's saving $400 a month. It's a really cool program, and that's one of those things that I really dig. That that I take a lot of pride in taking care of someone like that.
Yeah, we see that a lot with younger kids too, not having enough credit, or maybe some problems they had while they were in college. Remembering the days. Actually, it was an article that came out yesterday. Remember the days when you couldn't wait as a kid to get out of the house. Well, those days are definitely over now, as we see more and more of the people between 18 and 30 years old actually hanging in there with mom and dad a little bit longer.
Not that I mind it, but I got that going on in my house right now.
A recent survey, Harry, actually done by Coldwell Bankers, showed that these young adults, 18 and 34, said they think it's perfectly acceptable to live with their folks for up to 5 years after college. Maybe. There's no doubt, though, things have changed, and college debt is really hitting these kids. And again, where are they going to live? Where's their job going to land? But home ownership in that younger category is a little bit down. We're starting to see things pick up, though, that way.
Well, it was a lot different. Back in the day, you couldn't wait when you got out of school. You wanted to live on your own. You had a job lined up. It was maybe easier to get a job, but you had your job lined up. You wanted to get your apartment. You wanted to go in, and then after an apartment for a couple of years, you looked at buying a house. And you know what? It was a good situation. Now, a little bit more difficult. Here's the however. There are a lot more accoutrements, let's use that word, accoutrements, to living at home now than there were before. Now there's a big screen in every room. You got your mom doing your laundry. You got all those things. I don't know about you, but my mom didn't do a lot of my laundry after I was 18 years old. So
big surprise when you get away.
That's right.
I call it Camp Nafusi when I go to my parents' house or something. I mean, there's a pool, a big yard.
Why would they want to move away?
People love you.
In hindsight, yeah, people love me. In hindsight, I should have stayed there forever.
Well, let me just throw out the number there, gentlemen.
Sure.
248-539-9797. We have open lines this morning. Again, mortgages and real estate. We'll give a little bit of life here because it's such a beautiful day. We got the Dream Cruise happening, and we actually have people down there on Woodward. I think Steve Frankowitz from our office is down there near the Golden Basket, just north of
13.
Catalpa. Yeah.
Right? North of 13.
Yeah, north
sure.
of 13. He's over
North
there.
North 13. He's over there. He's a big car guy. He's got several cars on display. I'm driving across Woodward last Thursday night, and who do I see to my right? I see Steve Frankowitz in this beautiful silver Corvette. He and his wife driving, taking in the sights of the Dream Cruise. And actually, Alex, I got to tell you something. I might not be a big fan of going there. I get it. This is the Motor City. We should have an event like this. And I heard a statistic today that there could be between 1 million and 1.5 million people in that area today. So
I like the cars. I like the event. I just don't like the fact that I live right at 12 in Woodward. And
there you go.
It's awesome.
It's a week of not being able to get across Woodward.
Guys, getting back to kids moving back with their parents and then doing all these things. Well, back in the day, what we did was we got our job, and you had your student loans, so that was a couple trade lines of credit. You applied for a credit card right off the bat. Okay, I worked at Michigan National Bank at the time in the bank card Visa department. Got all my friends' credit cards.
Nice.
So they had credit cards. Then you got your car loan, so you automatically walked out of, you're 22 years old, you already had 3-4 trade lines of credit.
Yeah, post-education, master's degree. Hey, these kids are thinking it through a little bit more. Home ownership, though, is the lowest level for that age group. As the economy recovers, though, and gets some traction here, definitely jobs and other things would make people maybe want to stay here, especially this type of weather. And, of course, the job growth we've had here in Michigan over the last couple of years starting to pick up and move in the right direction. 248-539-9797. We take all your calls on mortgages and real estate. Again, we always have the rate conversation. If you want to get into the rate conversation, a little bit of spike over the last week. Again, it doesn't make the headlines when rates trickle up a little bit. Not sure what's going to happen here, but they're starting to anticipate the government, and again, the language that the Fed's given us about stopping to buy the GSEs and the mortgage-backed securities. Who knows what will happen into September?
Guys, rates they're going to go up. Mathematically, economically, it's going to happen. They're going to go up. There's nothing. I'm telling you guys right now. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm telling you right now from a mathematical and economic standpoint, rates are going to go up. It's black and white. And if you're on the fence and you're one of those cats going, "Oh, I got to get this rate. I got to save the eighth of a point." Stop. You're going to cost yourself so much. I have people in process right now that they were holding out for whatever the hell, 2.5 on a 10-year, and it just never quite got there. Well, you cost yourself $80 a month.
Yeah, a little bit
by grinding through it for nothing.
Earlier in the week we talked about this, that 70% of our business right now is purchase transaction business. What does that mean? People are buying homes. It's going to be a record home buying year, the best home buying year since 2004, 2005. We said it last year, 2012 was a phenomenal year. This year is going to be better. There's a pent-up demand for homes. People have been waiting to buy homes. There's a lack of quality inventory. Houses are going, sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes a week, but people are putting their homes on the market. If it's a quality product that's on the market, it's going to sell. And guess what? You can't go to somebody who's inexperienced. You cannot go to an inexperienced realtor. You can't go to an experienced lender, because these are times where it's highly competitive in the market. You need experience following you along the way.
If you're going to Uncle Jimmy for your mortgage and Aunt Rita for your realtor, you just stop. I mean, just stop looking.
It may not work out so well.
Yeah, just stay. I'm telling you, it's going to absolutely explode. I mean, there's nothing good about that situation right there.
Housing affordability has been hovering near historic lows again, and interest rates are still near historic lows, largely due to favorable mortgage rates, low prices out there. A lot of increase in value recently also here in Southeast Michigan. We'll get into that. But what was it? The affordability factor. They actually came out with some numbers on this. It said that a family earning $64,400, so just under $65,000, could afford about 70% of the homes that are being sold. And this is a nationwide stat. So a little bit different here in Michigan. Again, our housing isn't that. It's not San Francisco here. It's not California. But when we come back here, because we're up against a break.
It's broken down by region, and we'll go over that.
248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
97.1 The Ticket.
Live it up in Las Vegas. Nonstop flights from Flint on Southwest Airlines are flying now, plus nonstops to Baltimore, Washington, Tampa, and Orlando. Fort Myers starts in November. These nonstop flights connect to over 70 low-fare destinations across the map. Book Flint tickets online, only at southwest.com.
Been hearing about appraisal issues in the marketplace today? This is Realtor Jeff Glover. Did you know that 2/3 of pending offers never make it to the closing table? That's why a year ago we developed the Maximum Appraisal Guarantee. We've been able to help hundreds of sellers overcome this appraisal issue using this technique. But don't just take it from me.
Hi, this is Don Erickson. Jeff Glover got my house in Novi sold within 3 weeks of it going on the market. We had over 50 showings and closed at our asking price. Jeff was professional, aggressive, and he always returned my calls. I'd recommend Jeff to anyone looking to sell their house in today's market.
Homeowners who sell their homes with Jeff Glover get 97% of their asking price and sell their homes in an average of 23 days. Jeff Glover has more positive reviews on the top real estate search engines than any other agent group. Go ahead, Google him. Call Jeff Glover today at 855-JEFF-SELLS. Whether your home is in Plymouth, Birmingham, Brighton, Shelby Township, or Ann Arbor, Jeff will get it sold. Call 855-JEFF-SELLS or visit online at jeffgloversells.com. With Realtor Jeff Glover, your home is here today and gone tomorrow.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Capital Mortgage Funding is a proud division of United Shore Financial Services, NMLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Have you donated to 97.1 The Ticket's Student Heart Check program? It's probably the quickest and easiest way to do something that really makes a difference. Text SCREAM to 50555 and donate $10 to 97.1 The Ticket's Student Heart Check program. Your donation will pay for one young person to have a Beaumont cardiac screening to make sure their heart is healthy enough for sports. Text SCREAM to 50555 and help save a life. Charge will appear on your wireless bill or be deducted from your prepaid balance. Charge must be authorized by account holder. Message and data rates apply.
Where others see the absurd, we see innovation. Where others see crazy, we see genius. Where others see the impractical, we see the cutting edge. At Vibe Credit Union, we have reimagined everything about banking and in the process created something truly unique. That's why when most people say bank, we say bank different. Learn more about what makes Vibe different at vibeisdifferent.com. Vibe Credit Union. Bank different.
This is Andre Drummond, Detroit basketball player. I don't have to tell you how important basketball is to me. So when it comes to an eye doctor, I see Dr. Kambadi at the Lake Laser Eye Center. He takes care of all my vision needs, like glasses and contacts, so I can see great on the basketball court. I've also learned that he's one of the best eye surgeons in Michigan if you ever decide you want to get help getting rid of your glasses or contacts. In fact, he told me he doesn't even use a blade when he does LASIK. It's all laser. I trust my eyes to Dr. Combati. And I like him so much, I told my mom to go see him. Dr. Combati and the Lake Laser Eye Center are #1 in eye care. Lake Laser Eye Center, where you will see and believe.
Dr. Combati and the Lake Laser Eye Center, with 2 locations in Clinton Township and Novi. Lake Laser Eye Center, where you will see and believe. Call 877-UC-MORE. That's 877, the letters USEEMORE. Or go to UCMore.com. Call 877-UC-MORE or go to UCMore.com.
At Advance Auto Parts, summer heat can melt down your car battery faster than a snow cone on a hot dashboard. That's why at Advance, we test your battery for you. Free. Need a new one? We'll install it. Also free. No reason for you to get all hot and sweaty. Come to think of it, no reason to put a snow cone on your dashboard, but that's irrelevant. Fast, free battery installation only at Advance Auto Parts. Service is our best part. Advance Auto Parts. Most vehicles, most locations. See store for details.
Kick off fantasy football season with the fans that love it most. Host your draft party at Buffalo Wild Wings and receive a free draft kit while supplies last. With some of the biggest screens around, why not make B-Dubs your home field? Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Building a world-class sports station in a world-class sports city.
97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. We're broadcasting until 10 o'clock. It's a Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funny at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. That's 1-800-569-7283. We're open all day if you're cruising Woodward. Sure, just give us a phone call. You can get over there and get an approval letter. As easy as that. Just got to answer a whole bunch of questions and get a few documents together. We'll be talking about that also later in the show, is getting
a lot of documents together,
getting your act together and making sure that you're on board with the program. Again, 248-539-9797 here if you want to get on the air. Let's go to Justin from Shelby Township. Good morning. You're our first caller, Justin. Thanks.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, man, what's up?
Morning.
Hey, just a quick question for you. And I'm buying a new house here in Davison, Michigan, and I had a pre-approval done, and we actually signed, they accepted the paperwork, but it's not supposed to be done till the end of October. I was kind of wondering at this point, it was an FHA what we were going to do. Is there anything at this point now, can I kind of look and see if there's any different products out there? And also was curious, when can I lock in my rate? Do I'm going to need a closing date? Is that within 90 days or something?
Yeah, I mean, Justin, there's a lot of other products you can look at. I mean, are you going FHA because of a credit issue or no?
No, it's more just a down payment thing. And at the time, the place I was looking at, the rate was actually lower for the FHA. So I know I had to pay.
Yeah, all right.
Go ahead.
Let me jump in, partner. The FHA, yeah, I mean, they're going to have probably an eighth to a quarter lower than conventional sometimes. What you got to factor in, though, is the PMI, the private mortgage insurance on an FHA transaction.
Yeah. Or MIP.
Is huge, man. I mean, it's almost, it's basically 1% of the loan amount divided by 12. To dumb it down, that's really what it is. So, I mean, if you're borrowing $200,000, you're talking $200 a month in private mortgage insurance. Who cares if you're getting 4.25 versus 4.5 with an FHA loan? Don't be overly fixated on a rate. I'd like to take a look. I mean, if your credit's good and you've got some money in the bank, some cash in the bank, I'd like to take a look at maybe doing a 5% down conventional deal. I mean, that'll save you probably $150 a month easily.
Oh, okay.
And to the other side of your question was, when can you lock your rate? You can lock your rate whenever you want. A standard rate lock is usually 30 to 45 days. When you start getting into October and November, especially if it's new construction, you're going to pay more for that. I don't see a huge jump in rates in the near future. I mean, Harry's rolling his eyes. He hates that I said that on the radio, but I mean, I don't think they're going to shoot up. I mean, you're not looking at 6%. By October. It's just
you've got to take a look at the whole payment, the whole situation. I mean, you really have to have somebody drill down and dive deep into your situation. Take a look at the whole payment and the whole, the program, what's best for you. You just can't just fixate, like Alex said, on one program.
Hey, Just, are you building?
No, right.
Hey, Just, are you building a new house, new construction?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's real exciting stuff. And, we've had a lot of builders on the show recently. That's part of the program, too, is finding out how far along they are, because you don't want to get into a situation where you lock in a rate and then it expires and you're relocking it. But, stay on top of it with the builder and your mortgage lender. I'd like to get a shot at looking at your loan, as Alex said.
That's
5% down conventional if your credit's good enough. We've got a great program that avoids the mortgage insurance. So probably saving a lot of money if you give us a shot.
Yeah, give me about 20 minutes, 40 minutes. I'll call you for the show.
Sure, perfect.
Cool. Thanks, Justin. See you, man.
All right, Justin, good morning to him and everyone else who's listening. We're taking your calls, 248-539-9797. If you're cruising down Woodward, you need an approval letter, you have a question about a mortgage or refinance, definitely give us a call here on the radio, 248-539-9797. Always want to talk about refinancing, as refinancing at all-time lows still. Rates, again, they're not, I shouldn't say all-time lows anymore. They're at 40-year lows or maybe 35-year lows now, but great opportunities out there.
Yeah, they're in the mid-60s, equivalent to what happened in the mid-60s.
I just don't care. I don't want to hear any more about it. Like, people, how are you bitching between 4.25 or 4 3/4 or 4.5? It's like, dude, it's like, we did the math a couple weeks ago. If you break it down to a smaller amount of money, break it down to $10,000. If I said to you, Harry, you're my friend, so obviously whatever I ask you, you hook me up, whatever. But if someone said to you, hey, Harry, I want to borrow $10,000, I'm going to pay you $40 a month, 360 times.
Yeah, as a private individual, I'm not going to do that because I'm not making enough money. So
like,
what you're saying, Alex, is like, it doesn't matter. We're lending money at such low rates. It's unbelievable now.
What's your rate? What's your rate? My rate is call somebody else because I'm not taking your deal. That's how it is.
Well, again, we've seen so many opportunities out there. It's not only the interest rate. It's the
mortgage banker.
The debt consolidation loans that we're seeing families save a lot of money, adding the first and the second mortgage together. And I think there's a lot of families out there that haven't taken a look at this. Again, a little bit of an increase in equity, the opportunities to refinance your house, still using the HARP program, which is going to go up in 2015. Again, call us at Capital 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. You can refinance your HARP loan. Again, you could be underwater, severely underwater, and go ahead and take advantage of that. And then we see the tremendous opportunities out there in lowering the terms, and that's the key right there.
Well, it's about setting borrowers up for success, and the only way you're going to be successful is if you get your financial house in order, and if there's a chance for you to refi, roll some debt in there, which is, there's bad debt and good debt. I know people say, well, what do you mean good debt? Well, there's debt that Uncle Sam is your partner on. Your house, your mortgage, which, you get a tax break on that, and that's still deductible, and that's still a deduction. I don't think it's going to go away, but then again, I'm not predicting the future. That's a deductible debt, all right? But credit card interest at 18 to 25% is not a deductible, all right? So if you can roll that in, because equity is coming back in our area, that it's better to have the debt on the side of a mortgage than it is on the side of a revolving consumer debt.
You got to remember, too, anytime you pay a debt off, it's like seeing a return on that money of whatever debt interest rate that was. I kind of screwed it up there. So if you're paying, if you have credit card debt at 15% for $10,000, and you pay off that $10,000 credit card, it's like seeing a return of 15%. And when I got out of college and I sat down with Rick Bowen, and Rick's my financial advisor, a good friend of Harvey and I, and Harry as well, and he's like, Alex, you got to look at this, man. The ABC, you're saving all this money, but dude, you got to just pay this debt off. You got to just be done with it.
Sometimes it's pretty simple stuff when you look at other reasons to refinance. Of course, your tax bills for summer just came out on July 1st, so a lot of families out there might be struggling to find that $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Great opportunity now to maybe lower your rate, roll that in, even set up an escrow account so something you might not have been managing properly in the past. You got that opportunity now. Or even the other way, refinance, drop your term, and maybe even get rid of the escrow account, as we've got many opportunities to look at to save money, including we see the second mortgages now. A lot of families had these back 5 and 7 years ago. The balloons are coming up on them, and there's these opportunities now potentially, even for the 80-20 borrowers also.
So the people that had these 80-20s and they DQ'd and they bailed on the whole mortgage together, what the lenders have started doing, what your current lien holders started doing is, yes, the home goes to foreclosure. In Michigan, a second lien, a second mortgage, it's a full recourse loan. It never goes away. It's like a Capital One card. It'll
follow you for
forever.
A long time.
And what happens, they keep marking you late forever. Even though your house went to foreclosure, it's been gone, they keep marking you late forever and ever and ever and ever. And it'll follow you forever. Literally, it doesn't go away. You have to pay that lien off. And I talked to a young lady the other day that her genius ex-husband decided they were going to walk in, and buy another house. Sure enough, the second lien, I'm like, oh, what happened to this house? What's this? Whatever company it was. What's this deal? This this $50,000 loan here. Oh yeah, we gave that back. I'm like, what do you mean you gave it back? You can't. You gave it back. What do you mean? The bank doesn't want your house back, dude. Like,
right.
They're not giving anything back. And sure enough, they marked him late every single month for the last 5 years. And she settled the transaction. She paid the account off to try to buy a new house. But when they mark her late on a mortgage, you're stuck. She's got a year out, man.
Yeah, you got to clean your credit up, definitely there. And again, hire the right people. We talk about the professionals that you have to have. Seek advice. Understand that today's even purchase market or refinance market's different than it has been in years past. And that's the key as you get into that a little bit. Embrace and learn what's going on in the mortgage world. Educate yourself. Give yourself that opportunity to buy the right house for your family and understand all the reasons why. All right, we're up against a little bit of a break here. We've got tons to share with you. 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
Yes.
You've been hearing now that home prices here in Southeast Michigan are on the rise, and you're probably thinking it might make sense to wait to list your property. Don't. This is Realtor Jeff Glover. You may want to consider that in addition to home prices on the rise, also on the rise are interest rates. And when interest rates go up, sales prices fall, taking money out of your pocket. So get started now. But don't just take it from me.
Hi, I'm Katie Androff.
And I'm Andrew Androff. And, we had our house listed with another realtor. 10 months on the market, no offers.
And, with 2 small children, it was extremely frustrating to get ready for those showings.
But then Jeff Glover came along, and he sold our house within weeks.
And we got the price we wanted.
Jeff Glover has sold more homes than anyone else this year in Southeast Michigan. Homeowners who sell their homes with Jeff get over 97% of their asking price and sell their homes in an average of 23 days. Call Jeff Glover today at 855-JEFF-SELLS. Whether your home is in Plymouth, Birmingham, Brighton, Shelby Township, or Ann Arbor, Jeff will get it sold. Call Jeff at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at jeffgloversells.com. With Realtor Jeff Glover, your home is here today and gone tomorrow.
What do you see? Walsh College grads see and hear business in everything. So when they hear, they think.
The $25 billion golf industry, which requires accounting, marketing, and international trade, features a deep recurring stream of revenue. After all, golf balls get lost.
Oh, no.
A lot. Approximately 300 million times a year.
Walsh grads see business in everything and impact great companies everywhere. Walsh College. See more at livebreathebusiness.org. What do you see? Walsh College grads see and hear business in everything. So when they hear...
Pass the ham, please.
They think.
Honey Baked Ham of Michigan, led by a president with 2 Walsh degrees, is an excellent example of entrepreneurship and diversification, expanding its product line to turkey, beef, and pork.
Walsh grads see business in everything and impact great companies everywhere. Walsh College. See more at livebreathebusiness.org.
I'm a professional drunk driver. I know how to get home after drinking. How? I take the side streets.
I turn off the radio.
I don't speed.
Or wear a hat.
I stay out of the fast lane.
I drive with the windows down.
I keep both hands on the wheel.
I just focus really hard.
I don't pass.
Don't tailgate.
I'm going to stop you right there. As a police officer, I've heard all the excuses. I know all the so-called tricks. If you drive drunk, I will find you, catch you, and arrest you. We've stepped up enforcement and put more officers on the streets. So trust me when I tell you we're cracking down on drunk driving. You don't want to get thrown in jail, lose your license, and pay a bunch of legal fees. So don't drive drunk, and you won't get a DUI. Because bottom line, if you drive drunk, with or without your hat on or while taking side streets, I'll catch you. Drive sober or get pulled over.
A message from the Michigan Office of Highway Safety Planning.
The 57 Chevy, the 64 Mustang, the 69 Charger, classic American cars. But what about the classic American card? The Marathon Visa Credit Card. For a limited time, new card holders can earn double discounts and save up to 50 cents per gallon. Apply and put your card in drive today. Marathon, fueling the American spirit.
Subject to credit approval, the Marathon Visa Credit Card Rebate Program is provided by Marathon Petroleum Company LP, which is solely responsible for the program's operation. Marathon may change the terms of the program at any time.
The fastest and most reliable 4G LTE network are now one and the same. AT&T, the nation's fastest and now the most reliable 4G LTE network.
Is your health insurance plan all it's cracked up to be? Put the strength of the Giant on your side. Call Mike K today, 1-800-THE-GIANT. He'll meet you anytime, anywhere, and get you the best plan you've ever had. 1-800-THE-GIANT. Online at healthinsurancegiant.com.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
The Royals at Comerica Park, game 1, 2-1. The only offense coming up the bat, Ramon Santiago, a pinch hit home run that wasted an excellent pitching effort by Justin Verlander. He allowed 2 runs and 7 hits in 8 innings. Still, Danny Duffy took a no-no into the 6th for KC. Meanwhile, Jose Alvarez pitched well for the Tigers in game 2. Didn't matter, same result. They get shut out 3-0. Tigers have now lost 5 of 7. The only, Doug Fister pitching tonight, 10-6, his record, 7-8 right here on 97.1 The Ticket. The only salvage is they still lead KC by 6.5 in the Central. Tigers lead the Cleveland Indians by 6 games. This update brought to you by Foundation Systems of Michigan. Members of Alex Rodriguez's inner circle obtained the leaked documents that implicated Ryan Braun and other players in using performance-enhancing drugs. This according to 60 Minutes. In fact, Ryan Braun reportedly is set to admit PED use during his MVP season. At the Ticket Update desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
We never miss the Extra Point. 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. We broadcast till 10 o'clock. You listen to the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, a 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. You can also shoot us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We get back with all the emails. And it gets a little more confidential if you want to send us that email at mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. You guys are giggling here about something. What's going on?
I just wish I knew more about sports. You guys know everything about this. I'm like, oh yeah, it's awesome, man.
We were talking about Iglesias' glove, which is phenomenal, but then you go to the hitting side and it's
Last time I checked, you win games by scoring runs. Not a huge baseball guy, but you got to be able to hit.
Hopefully they can turn things around tonight. Game time 7:08. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket. Of course, Dan Dickerson with the call. So a lot of good stuff here at 97.1 later this afternoon. And your dream cruisers out there at full throttle. The housing recovery continues. There's no doubt about that here, especially in Southeast Michigan here. Foreclosures are down again, which is good to hear. It's regional, though, especially some hot areas here. Obviously, Birmingham, Bloomfield Hills, Ann Arbor, areas in Livingston County, and all over Southeast Michigan.
Everywhere. Metropolitan Detroit, Southeastern Michigan, and the state of Michigan in general, they're one of the most affordable housing markets in the country. All right, that article that you were referencing, Harvey, said, they were talking about the negative, the least affordable housing markets. Well, we're not in one of those markets. It's no surprise that the least affordable housing markets are California. 4 out of the 5 areas in California: San Francisco, Los Angeles, Santa Ana, and San Jose, and New York. But we don't live there. We live in the Midwest. We live in Michigan.
I got to tell you,
this is for cost of living. This is one of the best regions to live in, and housing affordability is at all-time highs here.
Definitely, and rents are up, so why not take a look?
My younger brother, I'm telling you, man, the super smart guy, basically runs a mutual fund. I can still beat him up. He may make $1 zillion a year, but I can still beat him up if it comes down to it.
Right.
He bought a house in Long Island the other day and looked over all his docs and everything for him. I'm telling you, man, what he paid for this house, he's a conservative guy. He's a smart dude. Laid back, low key. It is unbelievable what they charge these dudes. Like how much housing is out there.
Double, triple,
more than
quadruple. What you get in our area.
He basically bought my house with a 0 on the end with how much my house is, and it's the exact same crib.
I've been saying it for years. What you get in our area and the cost of living here and all the amenities you have around here. We're a major league sports team. All right. On days like today, you could see why people love it here. All right.
I'm going to be on the lake. That's not a bad deal.
You're a lake guy, and guess what? I don't know. We're in the Great Lakes State, brother. So there's a lot of lakes around here.
You and I were not invited. I'm like, yeah, bro.
I got a full boat today,
That's
but
okay.
you can hit the golf courses.
The boat's full. Like it's a yacht.
Plenty of great reasons to buy a house in metropolitan Detroit in the state of Michigan. Now, it's unbelievable. We have rates that we haven't seen since the mid-1960s. All right, you have quality product going on the market. You have property values going up. Equity is reappearing in existing homes. Plenty of good things happening.
Harry and I, you and I have talked 1,000 times. You could send me anywhere in the country. Like, if we say go open a branch here in this state, I'm like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go there. This is This is a good spot.
I'm going to remind
man.
you that in February, though.
I know. Yeah,
I'm with you.
In February,
I'm with
when
you.
we're miserable and it's only light for 8 hours a day, remind me that I just said that. But in all seriousness, I mean, middle of August, 80 degrees, sunny, dream cruise. It's really, we ground through that terrible 2007, 2008. We ground through it. Huge. Warren Buffett's buying shares of GM now. When it makes national news that Warren Buffett's buying GM, I almost swore. I got all jacked up. Sorry.
I like that.
When Warren Buffett's buying shares of General Motors, that's a good thing, dudes.
No
doubt.
It's
not a bad spot, man. Don't and that's people like, why do you get so mad at people? I get so pissed, I get so angry on this area, man. This is your home. This is the D, dude.
Well, we're very passionate about the area. We're very passionate about what we do. It has to become infectious, and people have to make the right decisions. Again, we talk about setting people up for success. All right, we are a very conservative company. The best rate to go on if you're going to be a house right now, the best mortgage program is a fixed rate. If you're going to be in your house 10, 12, 15, 18, 20 years.
Is this about that one ad we saw?
Only it's about being smart. It's about not making the same mistakes people made
This is last week. People can't get out of their own way.
That's right. So
Gentlemen,
don't
let me throw
do
this
the
out
same
there.
things again.
All right, 248-539-9797. We'll go to a call here. We got Chris out there in Flint area. Good morning, Chris. What's going on?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Hey, man,
Good
what's
morning,
up?
Chris.
I got a question. I'm going to require a house here for my grandmother. It's going to be mine outright. There's no mortgage, no nothing on it, but it needs to be fixed up. How do I go about getting the right loan for me to fix up the home?
Does she own the house right now, or do you own the house right now?
She owns it now. She's gonna do a quick deed,
Quick
and
claim.
it will be completely in my name.
And there's no mortgage on it?
Yeah,
So it's free and clear. There's no loan on it whatsoever.
free and clear.
Okay.
Free and clear. No,
How much money do you want right now?
I don't know. I had to estimate. I would say 20, probably to fix up, roof, windows.
Here's the thing, Chris. Interest rates are based on usually $100,000, $150,000. I would tell you there's probably a small local bank in Flint you can go to and get yourself $20,000, and they're going to give you a better deal than I can. We do a lot of higher loan amounts. And I love the business honestly, but I just think you're going to get a better deal by going to maybe a local credit union.
Local the regulations government sort of imposed on us recently made the lower loan amounts a little bit more difficult to get the regular mortgage. Most institutions are looking $40,000, $50,000 on a minimum on a mortgage amount. That would be a first lien position. Same thing, no liens on the property. Go get a home equity line of credit. I would lock it in on a fixed rate, and I would try maybe a local credit union. Give them the business up there in Flint.
What's the value of the house? What do you think it can appraise for?
Well, the way it stands is because it's, it needs to be updated. I can't tell you, but I know the homes around the area, the homes in that neighborhood are selling for, 100 to 140.
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have a problem going to a local credit union getting a loan.
Yeah, go get yourself $20,000, $30,000. Do it once. Get the money you need. Make sure you pay off all your debts with it, too. And you'll see borrowing money and taking advantage of that interest rate deduction is fantastic. Chris, it's a great call. Go get your hands on that money and take care of that quick claim deed with your grandma.
Well, thank you.
All right, good luck to you again. In the future, you might find out, and a lot of families do that, the home equity loan, the fixed rates are a little on the higher side. So sometimes if you do need more 50, 60, 70,000, I would go ahead and lock it in on maybe a 10-year fixed, a 15-year fixed mortgage. Get yourself one of those installment loans. We see sometimes families and younger people more specifically getting in trouble with lines of credit. Start using that line of credit more like a credit card versus a mortgage and a debt, a long-term debt. 248-539-9797. I want to throw this out there. We're having a great meet and greet. Capital Mortgage Funding is going to sponsor it. We're going to be talking about it over the next 4 weeks because if you're a local realtor or title company and you want to meet some of the local people here at Capital Mortgage Funding, we handle mortgages locally as good as anybody, and having professional people in your corner is what it's all about. We're going to have this meet and greet. It's going to be at Champs Restaurant coming up on September 12th. Not too far away, less than a month away here.
Will you be there, Harvey?
I might stop by. I might stop by, definitely. But there'll definitely be refreshments and food and drinks. Oh, the popular Harry Glands and some of our staff will be there. And again, we're looking at all the local realtors to come by and say hello and bring your business cards. And again, build relationships, have professional people in your corner. I'll tell you, we talk about it, professional advice all the time. This is a great opportunity to build your team. And I wanted to throw it out there that actually we have a few open spots at the office. We're looking for some great people. If you're a loan officer, a licensed loan officer, and what you got going on at your place right now is not working out for you, be sure to give us a call at Capital Mortgage Fund. You can call and ask for Harvey or Harry, whoever you want. We'll get you set up with the right people.
If you're an experienced individual, whether you're a processor, a closer, a loan officer that's been licensed in the business for a long time, and you want to work with a group of experienced individuals that do this every day. It's just what we do every day.
Well,
no boat loans, no car loans, no checking accounts, no savings accounts. All we do is mortgage transactions every day.
I'd have to say, I don't fit in a lot of places. For whatever reason, I've been here for 13 years, and it somehow fits. So if you're like, I don't know about this business, dude, this is...
Wait a minute. You fit in over at the club. They haven't quite thrown you out a couple fines.
There's only a few places I fit in. Capital Mortgage is one of them.
I don't want to go there. Are you sharp, reliable, and passionate? Definitely give us a phone call, though. I'm looking, and I know David and I are looking for a professional assistant. There's a lot of great people here in Southeast Michigan. If you're one of those people listening, 248-539-9797. You can call the station or call Capital at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Let's try Jeff out there in Royal Oak. Hey, Jeff. Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Show.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, guys. I appreciate it.
No worries. What's up, man?
I had a quick question for you. So I just bought what I consider to be kind of a starter home in Royal Oak. Got in right before the market was starting to swing up, so got a good price on it. And looking to live here maybe 2 to 3 years, and then somewhere else in the area, kind of doing an upgrade. I've heard some feedback on this before, but I wanted to get your opinion on how important is it, if you have the means to pay a little bit more than what your mortgage payment is, in an effort to, a few years down the road, pull more money out of that to apply to a bigger place.
Jeff, without seeing the whole mortgage paperwork and everything, the rule of thumb is that if you take just the principal and interest payment of your mortgage and divide it by 12 and pay that much more every month, I mean, so call it, if it's $1,200, you pay $100 a month more, you take 5 to 7 years off the life of your mortgage. Wow. It's one of those things, though, that, rates are so low right now. I mean, if your plan 2 or 3 years down the road is to buy another house, it might make sense to set that money aside in a separate account and use it for a down payment on the next house. It's one of those things where I want to see the whole situation and look at everything for you, though. But, that's the rule of thumb, man. To pay, one payment more a year, it'll cut it off by 7 years.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that.
You got it, bro. Call for the show.
Thanks for
Jeff.
the call, Jeff. Okay, we're up against the short break here. 248-539-9797. We'll be back.
97.1 The Ticket. We'd like to tell you about the Michigan Lottery's Daily 4 Straight Back bonus.
But I'm going to do it backwards.
No, just wait a second.
Bonus back straight games for Daily Lottery's Michigan The. Bucks 1,000 to win, you'll reverse and bet straight your match you if.
You got that, folks? I didn't think so. Okay, here it is the straight way. It's simple. Just pick your usual Daily 4 numbers. And if you match your straight bet in reverse, you win $1,000.
August 31st through now. Time limited for only its butt.
No. But it's only for a limited time now through August 31st. And as always, you could still win $5,000 if your numbers hit on a straight bet. So you see, that doubles your chances of winning. Wow.
Wow.
Got him. So now's your bonus chance to win $1,000 with the Daily 4 Straight Back bonus. It's a whole new way to win, only from the Michigan Lottery. Hey, who knows?
Daily Lucky, your beat could today.
That's today could be your lucky daily. Jeez, give it a rest.
KO.
Enter the Daily 4 Straight Back bonus giveaway. Visit Michigan Lottery on Facebook for your chance to win up to $10 in free play.
Stop, drop, and roll. Stop off at Suburban Kia in Troy. Drop off your old car. Roll out in a new Kia. The time to trade out of your old car is now. At Suburban Kia on Maple Lawn Drive in Troy. Get top dollar for your old car and get into a brand new Kia. Sign it and drive it. 0 down. 0 security deposit. 0 first payment. Or drive a 2013 Kia Soul. Just $99 a month. Or 2013 Kia Optima. Just $149 a month. Souls, $99 a month. Optimas, $149 a month. And our goal is 100% credit approval. Plus, every new Suburban Kia comes with a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Stop off at Suburban Kia in Troy. Drop off your old car. Roll out in a new Kia. Suburban Kia on Maple Lawn Drive in Troy. Visit SuburbanKia.com. 36 month lease is $12,000 per year, $3,000 due at signing plus tax, tag, and title with approved credits. See dealer or SuburbanKia.com for full details.
Mike Prepura here from National Benefit Plans to talk about what you don't want to talk about, health insurance. Paying for your own health insurance isn't fun, but having coverage is absolutely a must, especially when a simple surgery can cost tens of thousands of dollars. Call 877-734-2200. National Benefit Plan shops from every health insurance carrier in Michigan. That's right, every health insurance carrier in Michigan, making sure you get the best possible rate. Call 877-734-2200 or on the web at nbphealth.com. And remember, National Benefit Plans would like to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime.
Every weeknight, grab a seat for The Big Bang Theory.
You're in my spot.
Actually, Sheldon, you're in your spot.
What?
5 nights a week, The Big Bang Theory is right where it belongs. Same time, same place, same spot.
Remarkable.
Every weeknight. So sit down, relax.
Gotta tell you, Sheldon, I understand why you chose this spot. I changed my mind. Get out of my spot.
The Big Bang Theory. 5 nights a week. Same time, same place, same spot.
Watch weeknights at 7 and 10 on CW50.
Attention truck drivers, owner-operators, mechanics, and forklift drivers. CNAC Transportation is hiring for all positions right now. CNAC Transportation is a fast-growing Michigan-made, veteran-owned company offering competitive pay, top benefits, and brand-new top-of-the-line equipment. Best of all, they can have you home every night. Call CNAC Transportation today at 734-225-9887. Again, that's 734-225-9887. Or apply online at CNACtrans.com.
This is Mary, mother of 3, walking through her front door right after she saved $93 back-to-school shopping at Kohl's.
What a feeling!
And this is Mary walking her dog in the rain.
I can't have it all, now I'm dancing for my life.
And this is Mary at the dentist.
Get the feeling of great savings on the brands your kids want for back to school. At Kohl's, savings is in session sale Thursday through Sunday. Kohl's, expect great things.
Today, 97.1 The Ticket joins the hot rods and classic cars at the Woodward Dream Crew. At 10, it's Detroit's original hipster, flipster, and finger bobbing daddy, Pat Caputo. Broadcasting live from Mercedes-Benz of Bloomfield Hills on Woodward, south of Big Beaver, where the 97.1 The Ticket chicks will be cruising around till 4. It's the roar of the engines, the smell of the exhaust, and you could win cool prizes. More at 971theticket.com.
Detroit Tigers baseball.
home run!
One more reason when you think of sports, you think of Detroit's #1 sports station, 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show. This is the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding, a 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage bank. We have people in the office all day long today. And again, you can always shoot us an email to mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We take your calls here in the studio, 248-539-9797. After us, we got Pat Caputo in sports here. I think we're broadcasting live from Woodward, which is pretty cool stuff. And again, all you cruisers out there, if you're looking at those approval letters, if you're considering buying a new house, definitely give us a phone call, 248-539-9797. Not many calls this morning.
Is he on Woodward, Caputo?
I think he's going to be out there broadcasting live somewhere. I don't know. You going to tell us, Gunny? Where are they at?
He's hanging out with Steve Frankowitz on Woodward.
At the Mercedes dealership.
Oh, nice.
Ooh,
okay.
Oh,
fancy. Pat Caputo.
He's
up there. The
He's with the Mercedes dealership. Wow.
It brings back his days at Birmingham Groves High School, where he was a baseball all-star first baseman. He was all league. He was all SMA.
He's going to have to thank you when he comes
Not
on
all
the
SMA.
air.
MHSAA, I think it was back at that time.
MHSAA. Yes, you
Yeah,
got
remember
it.
that?
Yes, I was in that league.
Yes.
I'll show you my silver medal or something.
We don't care.
That's good.
We don't care.
Yeah. How was that softball game?
Yeah, how was your softball game the other day?
1 for 3, not so good. Just a family and friends game, by the way.
How many errors were there?
No, look, I made 2 spectacular catches. We'll get into that another time.
But if you hit 4 errors and two catches.
Can we talk about mortgages? No, we were talking earlier about the fact that, it's a different game out there and advice from professionals. And one of the things that's been an ongoing sort of issue here in 2013 is the outbidding of houses, the bidding wars that's going on. All the great houses, they're being bidded up all the way. They're taking highest and best. And what it's leading to is a situation where, as a buyer, you have to understand that you have to make up the difference. So if you do overbid on a house and the appraisal comes in for less money, you have to make up the difference. So there's been some different strategies on this. One of the strategies to get your offer accepted, which I'm going to throw out there, and you should be using it, is some of the agents have said, look, they put it on there that we'll pay $1,000 over your best offer. Okay, so that's been a strategy. Also, we've seen on purchase agreements, buyers are willing to pay $10,000 over appraised value. So these things are being written into purchase agreements up front to really say, look, we have some additional funds, so the appraisal's not going to come into play on this one, and we'll be able to make up the difference. Because, again, Harry, we're seeing this often. Again, as values continue to rise here quickly, sometimes the comparable sales in the neighborhood are lagging behind.
Well, we see that all the time, and we don't want an appraisal. It's not our lot in life to – first of all, we're not an appraisal company. We're a lender. We have to go with the appraisers, and we hire licensed independent appraisal companies through an appraisal management company. They are assigned – everybody's work in the area, not only Capital Mortgage Funding, all the other lending institutions too. Everybody has to play by the same rules. All right, so when that appraisal comes in at whatever number that is, I'm here to tell you, an appraiser's not going to change their mind. Very rarely, unless somebody has substantial proof, substantial amount of sales, comparables that have sold recently. They have to be in the same area. You're not going to get a raise in that appraisal.
You guys got to dig this, man. I'm 100%. I got your back 1,000 times over on this, Harry. Guys, appraisers now, in the olden days, lenders put so much heat on appraisers to bring the value in. And now, it's the pendulum has swung the other direction. Now they're so protected. And it is. I'm with you, dude. I mean, I think it's a little farther, to the left than it needs to be. But they're so protected now. You guys understand this, man. When an appraiser brings an appraisal on your home in, it's like he's Van Gogh. It's like it's a work of art. And God forbid you question and say, "Hey, dude, you missed this comparable sale on 123 Elm Street." It's like an insult. The value is of your home. What I can prove. That's it, man.
And listing agents, the great listing agents, are definitely they're meeting the appraisers at the homes. They're showing all the comparable sales. Sometimes there's a couple for sale by owner. Sometimes there's some homes that just sold recently that you can find out from the neighbors. And that's all that vital information you need to make sure that you get the highest value on that appraisal. What do you got?
My father just texted me.
About moving home again?
Tell them I was first team All-State in Indianapolis. North Central High School as a running back.
I thought he was at Ball State. Where do you?
No,
he played at North Central.
Okay.
But he went to Butler.
He was a running back at North Central. Anyway, was a running back at Butler.
We won't sing the glory days here.
Well,
let's go to a call. Let's go to a call here, gentlemen. I can't hear this anymore. No, I'm not talking about Paul.
We can talk for hours.
Jim, good morning. Jim from Troy. Welcome to the show. Go ahead, Jim.
Jim, what's up, man?
Jim, are you there?
Jim, we are going to put you on hold. Let's put Jim on hold, and we'll come back to Jim. Jim, you're going to kill on my show here. I only got 1 hour. Derek from Canton. Good morning, Derek. What's going on?
Good morning. How are you guys?
What's up, dude?
Hey, Derek. What's up?
I just had a question. I was approved up to $80,000 for a house, and I was looking for a house modestly priced. It was under 40. I didn't want to max out everything, and I just wanted to stay in a range that I felt comfortable with. And so I talked to my realtor, and he said that the banks won't do a loan for under 40 because he said that they're greedy.
It's not.
They're mad at you.
I mean,
is that a technical term, greedy?
No. Derek, here's the thing, dude. The government, in their infinite wisdom, has laid down so many levels of guidelines that everything contradicts each other. So, for example, there's a certain percentage that you can't charge over your loan amount. So whatever, call it 3% just for the sake of BS. There are costs. There are hard costs on a loan like title insurance, an appraisal, underwriting fee, recording fees, and it puts lenders in a situation where we can't get your loan done and stay within the federal guidelines. That's how it comes to play.
Does that make sense, Derek?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just difficult to get a low loan amount.
I mean, if you want a small loan amount, I mean, your best bet is to maybe call a local credit union, or a smaller bank in the area, and go from there. I mean, trust me, dude. I mean, I get paid to write and close mortgages. There's never a deal I want to turn down. But if I can't stay within the federal guidelines, it sucks, man. I mean, I don't want to do that either.
Well, you know what? A lot of I don't want to say it and get in trouble. A lot of credit unions don't do a great job on mortgages, but do a great job on maybe some small home equity loans. So, it's nice you fill out the application there. It's a smaller loan. It's a great way to build some relationships within your community. And these credit unions do help some of the smaller communities. I think that's their niche. Our niche is the real mortgages and making sure that people are purchasing homes and getting the right loan.
Well, our niche is getting in front of people and saying, hey, let's take a look at your situation.
Hey.
We're like the private mortgage bankers that you want to go ahead and you want to call and say, hey, look, you need to, I need help. I don't know anything about mortgages. I need time. I need your effort, your energy, and I need you to pull it all together for me.
Derek, let me ask you a question, dude.
Okay.
So $40,000. I mean, why not? I mean, so the payment on $40,000 is going to be $300
and change.
Yeah, I mean $250. I mean, you want the payment to be that low? Why wouldn't you spend $80 and actually get yourself like a nice house?
Everything that I don't know. Everything that I was looking at, I didn't really see anything I liked.
Well, yeah, you're for $40,000.
You're not going to find a lot.
You're not going to find anything, man.
But you have to be comfortable in this transaction. You have to lay your head on your pillow at night, and you have to feel comfortable with the transaction.
Well, again, sometimes we see someone, right, they underbuy, so now he doesn't have enough bathrooms or bedrooms, and then he's younger, and then later in life he's got a family, and now he wants to unload it, and there's reasons why that house was only
Derek.
40.
Sorry, buddy.
All right, thanks for the calls. Hey, that was a fast show, actually. That's
it, man.
I want to thank all the callers for calling in. Again, Capital Mortgage is open all week long, all day long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Always shoot us those emails, themortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. What else do we got? We got Pat Caputo.
You got Dream Cruise. You got the Tigers in first place by 6 games.
All
what could be
right, turning it
than
around
that?
tonight, hopefully. And again, keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket. For Alex Nafusi, Harry Glantz, I'm Harvey Freed. See you next Saturday.
97.1 The Ticket.
It's summer, the market's hot, and homes are selling in 72, 48, and sometimes just 24 hours after being listed on the market. This is Realtor Jeff Glover. Have you been thinking about getting in on that action? Well, now is the time to stop thinking about it and start doing something about it before it's too late. But don't just take it from me.
I'm Dennis King.
And I'm Haven King. I heard the advertisement for Jeff Glover, and we gave him a call. He put our house on the market on a Monday.
On Tuesday, we had 10 showings.
The house sold in 1 week.
I'm an architect and a management consultant, and I've worked with a lot of real estate people in my career. Jeff, hands down, is one of the best.
We'd recommend Jeff to anybody who's looking to sell a home in today's market.
Jeff Glover has been featured on CNBC Powerhouse, listed as a top 100 agent by the Wall Street Journal, named a real estate all-star by Our Magazine, and a power seller by Crane's Detroit Business. Call Jeff Glover today at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at jeffgloversells.com. With Realtor Jeff Glover, your home is here today and gone tomorrow.
Candace would like to know,
will DTE Energy really help me save money on my energy bill?
well, Candace, we have Jason from DTE Energy here to tell us.
DTE will absolutely help. The first thing you should do is go to the DTE Energy website and use My Energy Analyzer to see how you can save, or schedule a free home energy consultation.
And then what happens?
Well, someone like me will come to your home and check it out for ways to save. We'll look to see if you have enough insulation, if your windows and doors are sealed well, and whether your appliances are energy efficient.
Are there some simple things she can do herself?
Well, just changing out traditional light bulbs for CFLs can save a lot.
Those are the squiggly ones, right?
Yep, they use 75% less electricity than traditional bulbs.
75% less? Wow.
Plus, they look like ice cream cones. But you wouldn't want to put an ice cream cone in a lamp.
No.
Want to ask your own question? Go to AskDTE.com. DTE Energy. Know your own power.
Get unbelievable savings Friday, August 16th through Sunday, August 18th during Menards Crazy Days sale. Save big on Woodbury Frisee Carpet by Shaw. On sale for just 89 cents per square foot. Get 760 cubic feet of outdoor storage space with a shed in a box, only $99 after rebate. Hurry, Goodwill supplies last. Don't miss Menards Crazy Days sale Friday through Sunday. Check out the new Menards Megastore now open in Livonia. South off I-96, exit 176 on Middle Belt Road.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Capital Mortgage Funding is a proud division of United Shore Financial Services, NMLS number 3038, Equal Housing Lender. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Matt LaFontaine here to tell you that the deals are heating up during the sizzling summer sell down at LaFontaine Buick GMC in Highland and Ann Arbor. Now lease a 2013 Buick Verano for only $149 a month for 24 months and get the full Buick experience. Visit us at thefamilydeal.com or call 866-LaFontaine.
24-month, 20,000 mile lease, $19.99 down plus tax, sale, plates, transfer, and doc fees due at signing. Security deposit waived. Offer ends 8/31.
This week we're talking PGA Championship, and we look at two great courses, Fieldstone and Little Traverse Bay, both twosomes for just $75 at LessonOnGolf.com. Lesson on Golf, weekend, 7 a.m., 97.1 The Ticket.
Cruise up north or to Chicago in 1 hour aboard Lakeshore Express. Use code 971 for direct flights as low as $99. Book today at lakeshoreexpress.com. Lakeshore Express. Leave your keys behind.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed